Well, now to a crime alert here tonight. St. Louis police are investigating who killed a popular party host and musician. Anthony Jefferson, known by many as Aunt G, leaves behind a wife and 3 kids. But who and why would someone shoot him? First Alert 4's Dion Broxton is looking into that crime tonight.
He loved hosting, he loved family, he loved friends, he loved partying, dancing.
Shanoral T. Jefferson got an awful call about her husband, Anthony Jefferson, Friday morning.
I was just at home sleeping, and then I got a phone call from a friend that he had been shot.
Anthony, also known as Aunt G, posted this flyer about the party he hosted Thursday night on Dr. MLK Drive near Marcus Avenue. People who are familiar with the situation say the victim was inside, came outside, and someone shot him when she came outside. You can see the bullet holes still remain from when that shooting happened.
Just know he was on the phone with someone, went outside, and he was shot.
St. Louis police say nearby ShotSpotter technology alerted the officers to the shooting. While investigating this, First Alert 4 found more about the scene of the shooting, the H2 Bar and Grill. It's known for birthday parties and Friday and Saturday night parties. Public records show the event space isn't allowed to sell alcohol, but this flyer posted online promoted alcohol for purchase. People associated with the bar didn't want to go on camera. First Alert 4 also made efforts to talk to the city about this, but our call wasn't returned. In the meantime, Aunt G's family tries to move forward planning his funeral.
You guys have 3 kids.
Yes.
How are they handling this right now?
They're holding up better than expected.
In North City, Dion Broxton, First Alert 4.